Our hair is literally a crown that tells a story of struggle, triumph, pain, pride, and comfort.
Nearly a dozen women let lawmakers know discrimination over hairstyles is happening in Washington state.
I have had trusted messengers and well-meaning people tell me that I need to straighten my hair to be considered more professional. And as a Black woman, this is, I understand that when people say it needs to be more professional, that means it needs to be more white.
But I want to tell you, Black hair is beautiful.
Democratic Representative Melanie Morgan is the main sponsor of the bill to prohibit discrimination based on someone's hair.
That we cannot let discrimination and injustice happen in our state.
State law already says someone cannot be discriminated against for something like religion or race. This bill would add hair texture and protective hairstyles, afros, braids, locks, and twists. It's a hot topic across the country after stories of students who were forced to cut their dreadlocks to adhere to dress codes to play on high school teams or to participate in graduation.
Controlling and taming blackness is an all-American pastime.
Former King 5 News anchor and reporter Jenna Hanchard, who used to straighten her hair, read legislators an email from a viewer after going on TV with her hair in its natural state.
And it said, quote, "Your hair needs attention. It takes up most of the frame and looks ridiculous. Personally, I don't think you should be on air. There are just too many of your kind on TV these days."
No one signed up to testify against the bill, and the sponsor hopes enacting the law will help protect the next generation from what's happened in the past.
I think that we should have a choice to decide how we should wear our hair. It's not hurting us or anybody else.
Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.